Hi everyone, and welcome to Cooking with Cricket. Today I'm going to show you how to make some easy peppermint patties. I'm going to use my stand mixer with the paddle attachment, but you can use your handheld mixer, and then we're probably going to have to knead it some by hand. So in my stand mixer I have 1 tablespoon of room temperature butter. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of the light corn syrup, and I sprayed my bowl with some non-stick cooking spray to make it easy to come out. I have 1.5 tablespoons of water and 1 teaspoon of peppermint extract. We're going to be needing around 2.5 cups of powdered sugar. You might know it as icing sugar or confectioner sugar, but right now I'm going to add just 1 cup to this mixture, and now we're going to blend this until smooth. I'm just scraping it down real good to let this really mix in really good. And I did sift my powdered sugar to get out any lumps. With our remaining powdered sugar, we're going to add in about 1/2 cup at a time. If it gets too stiff to mix in, then we're going to finish it by hand. As you can tell, it's already getting real thick, but I have about 1/2 cup of powdered sugar to add, so I'm going to add that. If the machine can't handle it, then I will finish kneading it by hand. And now with my very clean hands, and this is the bowl I had my powdered sugar in, I'm going to knead it for a couple of minutes to bring it all together and get it really good and smooth. And if it gets just a little bit sticky, you can dust your hands with some powdered sugar. We just want to bring it all together until it's nice and smooth. Okay, now on to the next step. Now just on my baking tray, we're not going to bake them. I have a silicone mat on mine, but you can use parchment paper or wax paper. And I am going to sprinkle just a little bit more of the powdered sugar on here. Now you can take your dough and you can roll it out and use like a cookie cutter or something, but I'm just going to take mine, and I want little small peppermint patties. You can make them really any size that you like. Just roll them in a ball and kind of mash them down. As thin or as thick as you like it. And then place it on your baking tray. Now if you wanted to color these for Christmas, when you first put in your water and your syrup and your peppermint extract, go ahead and then add your food coloring to it. If it gets a little sticky, just coat your hands with some more powdered sugar. Let me give you another tip when rolling them out. If you don't want to roll them out individually, you can take your dough, roll it in a log, put that in the freezer, and then once it's firm, then you can slice it to the thickness that you like. As you can see, mine are many different sizes. This is about as much as it makes, this 1 pan full. So now we need to put them in the freezer or the refrigerator until they are very firm. I'll let you know how long mine stayed in the freezer. I mean, it really doesn't matter. You can leave them in there overnight, but we do want to put some plastic wrap over the top of them. While my peppermint patties are in the freezer, they're about ready to dip, so I'm going to get my chocolate melted. You can use whatever chocolate you like. You can use milk chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate. Now I like dark chocolate, so that is what I'm using. I'm using this because I can't say that word, but it's 60% of the bittersweet chocolate. That's what I like, but I really love the dark chocolate, and I really love the contrast in flavors that it gives. but you can use a mixture, whatever you like. You can melt this over a double boiler, but I'm just going to pop mine in the microwave for 30 seconds, give it a good stir, and then 15-second intervals after that. When you just about get it melted and you still see some chunks in there, just keep stirring it and it will melt. Because we need to let this chocolate cool back down, because if we dip our peppermint patties into the hot chocolate, they will start to melt and not hold their shape. So we want to let it kind of cool back down just a little bit. So I'll bring you back when that's ready and we're ready to dip. Now once you dip your chocolates, you can put them on a wire rack with a pan underneath to catch the extra chocolate. Or, like me, because I like the extra chocolate that it creates when it puddles a little bit, I'm just going to lay mine on a sheet pan with some parchment or wax paper. I've took 2 plastic forks that I just took the middle tines out to make me a dipping fork. My chocolate has cooled to where it's room temperature. I've just taken mine out of the freezer and they're frozen. So we're going to quickly start dipping them. Swipe it across the bottom. If you want to add sprinkles to them, now would be the time to do it before the chocolate sets up. Just tap off any excess. Kind of swipe it across the bottom and slide it off your fork. And I'll bring you back when I'm done. Alright, I have all of mine dipped. I did add just a few more of my chocolate chips because it felt like I was about to run out. And so now I'm going to pop them in the freezer, or the refrigerator, just to let the chocolate set up on it. And then I'll bring you back. If while you're dipping them, they start getting a little soft, just pop them back in the freezer for a few minutes. And our peppermint patties are done. What I did, I just took some white chocolate chips and a little bit of coconut oil, added a little of the food color paste, and just put it in a bag, snipped a small hole in it, and just drizzled it over the top. Did that to my plate too. And these will keep in an airtight container for up to a couple of weeks. And when you're making the filling, you can taste it. If you want it a little bit more peppermint extract, you can add just a little bit more to it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. So now, time to try it. I have me a little bite right here. It's so good. To me, the dark chocolate really goes well with the peppermint sweet filling. So I hope you enjoy this recipe. If you like this recipe, please give me a thumbs up, comment, because I love hearing from you. If you haven't subscribed, I hope that you do, and I hope you click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload my next video. All of my subscribers are awesome. And until my next video, I hope you enjoy. Bye, y'all.